Alright everyone, time for the next episode of Dragon Age Origins. You know how it is. Gonna go ahead and, I forgot to save it last episode. You should save any game you play frequently. And, never a bad idea to do that. In this game, if you hold down tab, it will have everyone's name and all interactable items show up and be highlighted, and I love that. Let's talk to the Scholar.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
I will leave you alone then.
Until we speak again.
I'm probably going to be walking around holding this button a lot.
Greetings, my lord. You are the Terran's son, are you not?
I am.
That is good to know. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march.
So I'm told.
Ah, then I wish you luck. Good evening, my lord.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Huh. Fuck you. I should mention that this is not a game for children. Very much not a game for children. I'm supposed to go find my brother. I believe that he is on the second floor? Not the second floor. He is somewhere with his wife and son getting ready to leave and take charge of the armies. Am I heading the right way? I am. Good. There's a lot of exploring you can do in this game.
We will serve you while the Terran is away.
A whole Darkspawn army in the south? Surely it can't be true.
I'm gonna explore as much as I can, because there are some items you can only get early in the game by exploring, including a Kuzlin family blade, which is I don't think it's bad for the start of the game. Oh, speaking of exploring and getting items, here's a chest. I am looking on the wrong side of the screen. This is everything I have. I have a bunch of items from the start because I have all the DLC. I bought the Ultimate Edition when I bought this game. That was locked, so I got some XP for unlocking it. More reason to play a rogue. You get a bunch of bonus XP for breaking into stuff.
Good evening, my lord.
That's not interactable. It's not glowing. This one is, though. And let's see if there's something in here. There is.
I'll get on it.
Believe that's just vendor trash. And I don't know if it goes into your junk automatically or not. Here we go. Elf root. I believe that is in health potions. That's the chapel. So the major religion in Ferelden is, I think the official name is the Cult of Andraste, or the Cult of the Maker. It's a single deity religion, and the equivalent of Jesus Christ was a woman named Andraste, and instead of being the maker, or this setting's god, instead of being the maker's daughter, she is the maker's bride. She was burned on the stake and died. I don't remember a whole lot of the details, but I'm sure that I'll look them up and talk about them more in a later video. Let's go ahead and head in here. They are praying. Is there any loot? There's a book over here. That's going to be a codex item, probably. Yep, the Chant of Light, the Blight. The Chant of Light, I believe, is the equivalent to the Bible. I believe that is how it works.
Right.
I wonder if I can turn off your voice.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all!
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
I would appreciate that, Holy Mother.
Please, child. Call me Malol.
Malol.
I've known you since you were a
Okay.
wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Make her watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Make her
There
forgive
now.
us all.
I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Thank you.
It is the least I could do. If the worst comes to pass, child, take comfort in knowing that the Maker's will takes many forms. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Alright, let's make sure there's nothing else in here. So, the Maker, if I remember right, the Maker has turned his back on humanity.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
They did that because they had burned Andraste at the stake, so it's humans' faults, really.
Now is better than later.
Ooh, a mace. Most of this stuff is going to end up being sold later. Ooh, 5 copper. But money is at a premium in this game. You only get so much of it, and I very much would like to
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
be able to buy things I want or need in this game. There's going to be a lot of expensive but fancy weapons. They're always
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
This is Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the larder again?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
I'm sure I would have trained my dog better than to hurt people.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Alright. Where is my character?
She was entertaining Lady Landra and her son when I left her. Perhaps in the atrium? Before we go, my lord, Might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
Speaking of the Grey Wardens again, this is the guy Duncan is looking for to possibly recruit.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
He intends to test
Maker's
you for
breath.
recruitment.
Are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
Now, I have a side quest to go pick up my dog in the larder. Before I go and do that, I would like to point out that I am actually super into dogs. I love dogs. I'm very much a dog person. Get your trusty hound out of the larder. I'm looking at... I hit J to bring up my quest log, but I could have also clicked up here. Here's my codex. I would like to go over the codex at some point, probably closer to the end of the game when I have more entries. Maybe I'll even download a mod to unlock all the entries before I do it. Who knows? Here's a conversation history, and here's my DLC. That's a lot of DLC. So current quests, just so that it's on a page that I like it on. I can also go to my inventory, my skills, spells and talents, my character. This is my fatigue. This increases all the stamina costs of my abilities. So be careful wearing heavy armor. I have an item set, so I get an item set bonus. I don't actually know what the bonus for leather is. I could probably check that in my inventory. Equip, destroy, inspect. Common cowhide. When equipped with the set with basic leather gloves and boots, your spells and talents cost less to activate. That's cool. That's a good set bonus. I have 2 iron daggers. Let's go ahead and check out this. This requires 12 strength. So I'm not going to ever use that. But there's Brigand's Bow, which requires dexterity. This is a DLC item, as you might imagine. I'll have to decide what I want to wear. I'll take the Lucky Stone. And ooh, this is a bonus to experience. I'll go ahead and take that too. Then I'll get the extra cunning, some extra armor, and gives you 1 point to spend on a skill. I will go ahead, if I could hit the button right, I will go ahead and use this. Huh. There we go. So let's bring up our skills. No, these are talents. I hit the wrong button. Here's the skills. I have an extra skill point now. Or do I have to go to characters? Here we go. As you can tell, it's been quite a while since I've done this. Here we go. I'll go ahead and take improved cohesion and run off to the larder to get my puppo. Before I do that though, is there any interactables? Nope.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
That's racist.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
I would punch someone in the face if they suggested my dog be put down for just getting into a larder. But, this is a person who used to be the nanny for my character, so he's probably not taking her seriously as I would. So, he's not a mongrel. He's a pureblood Mabari.
A blight wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Alright. Let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, he's such a cute little doggy. I have purebred pit bulls.
Look at that mess.
They're beautiful,
How did he even
beautiful
get in here?
dogs. Even with the janky graphics, I would pet that dog. I would boop him on his snoot. Oh, are you trying to tell me something, boy? Is Timmy stuck in a well?
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
Please enter a name for the dog. Bark Spawn. I've used that name for a while. I think it comes from a Penny Arcade comic. I believe that's where it's from. But I also think it's what Alistar uses for the dog in Darkspawn Chronicles, which is where I first saw it. Ooh, giant rats. Backstab the rat. I don't have to backstab them. They're going to go down in one hit anyways. This music is awful loud. I hope it's not as loud for you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it down to about half, because it is really going in my ears. And another rat. Behind this one and backstab it. Positioning can be important in this game. It's not as important early in it, but in later battles, you should definitely be trying to move your rogues behind people to backstab.
Alright.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Those were very large rats.
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kakari wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Arl's men.
One thing you will see, Excuse me for a moment. Sorry, I muted my mic because I had a cough. One thing you will see a lot in this game is people getting bloody and then getting into conversations. It can be kind of funny. And let's go ahead and loot that too. Now, who's a good doggo? Oh. So you're just gonna pee in the larder? Oh well. Can you do something about this gory mess? Did I just let my dog lick me clean? Do you see anything interesting? A slightly dirty pair of silk pants. Okay. Aha! One can never have too many pairs of pantaloons. Now I just want to go ahead and pet the doggo. Oh, he's so cute. Well.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yep, they are quite dead. My faithful warhound made sure it's safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Why are you being so mean to my doggo?
Don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then. Take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog.
The best
Thank you, my lord.
dog.
Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Oh, I got another item. Or is it just the pantaloons that my dog brought me? Maybe it's something on bark spawn? No. But you can get special collars and war paints for your dogs. They're super cool. Now, where to? I think I'm going to do this game in 30-minute chunks. So it's going to be quite a while before I'm done with this. But I think that's the best way to properly enjoy the game. And I don't want to make my videos too long. If I do, then even less people will watch. Okay. So that's the atrium. There's Fergus's room. There's my room. Library. Study. Guard post. Did I go to this guard post? I don't think I did. Let's double back then. I think I went into here. And let's pop over here now. Yep, door is still shut, so I didn't.
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Playing cards. Alright, deal me in.
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
Don't worry, I won't say anything.
We appreciate that, my lord. Thank you.
But again, deal me in. anything to loot in here. There's another door. Oh, it's got a key. So I'll probably be coming back here later in the origin story.
Good evening, my lord.
Let's head into the library. Aldius, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. I'm terrible with pronouncing names. But let's talk to him.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Still the same taskmaster, I see.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
I would be happy to.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
When was our line founded?
Records are vague. But the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
During the lycanthrope plagues?
Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
Nice. So we predate the founding of the Kingdom of Ferelden.
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
I am doing the best I can.
It seems you've already plumbed the depths of your potential, then. A pity. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High-Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High-Ever's independence.
We opposed the king?
The Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached High-Ever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won.
And he let us keep the Tiern ear?
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
Tell me about our relationship with Arl Howe.
The history between the Couslands and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
So when did Orlais occupy High-Ever?
During your grandfather's rule. Of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High-Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tourneur's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
But my father and Arl Howe are old friends.
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Logain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn.
Time to end the lesson,
Thank you
I think.
for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should
Too
go.
late.
I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good I'm doing. Myself all this what do you do?
Alright. So, interactables. There's a door over there. and a couple books.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
No, I won't get off your back at all. There we go. There's also a tabletop role-playing game for Dragon Age. I have the books for it, but I've never played it. Maybe I'll do that one day.
Now's better than later.
Culture of Ferelden. That's cool. I do not see anything else to interact with in here. So I think that the only thing left is to go to the atrium, which I will do in the next episode because it's been about 30 minutes. So bye guys. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.